Hello and welcome back. Right, I have I've had adventures already, but I didn't want to drag you through everything. I've got I know it's early, it really is. In fact, yeah, when is the sunflower harvest? I think that's way, way in advance, isn't it? Sunflowers. It is, it's right in October. Well, it's on the edge, talk about previous. It's on the edge of the field, ready with the header. I've got the other header back over here, waiting for its long return in the distant future. I've got this, I've got the other one across the road. We're going to do the grass fields. I'm going to stick over the other side for now because obviously there's going to be a lot of action. I need to keep my eye on the other one because it literally will send the straw into the secret place that is never to be had again. Yeah, it's the only disadvantage to that one. It's worker friendly, but it's still things you've got to do to make it worker friendly. It's not really worker friendly, but yeah, this one you can only do yourself. So I've got this field to do, the straw to do. That I'm hoping that this time we get all of the grass and all of the straw done, which is a big session. It really is quite a long one. It is July, August, September. Will I get another cut in? Not sure. Yeah. So I apologise for how long it's taken me to get back to this. I am still keeping up with everything with the minimum of one per week. But yeah, I've made no bones about the fact that mental health is one of those invisible things that you don't know. I couldn't face. I did it halfway through the week. I faced one Silverrun, but where I would have come on and I was going to do Silverrun. I came back to Silverrun after doing a big session, and I went, no, my heart's not in it. So I thought, okay then, we'll leave it for now. Yeah, I do take note of those type of things. Right, so this is us. And we're going to grab the other one across the road, right near the... Yeah, I know. There's a lot of things that we haven't got the courses for on this one because I deleted them all because a lot of them were wrong anyway. So yeah, this is one of the few that I was quite drastic and just deleted them. Don't ask me why, I have no idea. So I've had to create a lot of them. I've created the sunflower field again ready for in the distant many months in advance. Yeah, there was one thing I'm going to say. I was mentioning this on Avon Valley, which is a bit of a wild card. It is a start from scratch that I've done. I will be posting it shortly. It's the Let's Play I've been hiding away in whilst... Right, let me just see. This is just the standard... Yeah, let's have a look. Let's load the course and then I'll chat on. But we do need to... So it's BGA field, big field, tiny field. Woodyard field is the one, and it is... It's a 12.5 metre. Yes, it is. That is the one. Clear, load, activate. And yeah, we need to see where the start sign is, because if it's too far away, it can't cope. Yeah, if I show you what I mean, if I go... In fact, I'm probably going to do nearest, because it does go weird. Right, we're also going to do minus 3.5, but we need to start this right near the beginning. I might have a tiny bit of... Yeah, no, minus 3.5. We need to get this right where the blue is on the mini-map, or slightly beyond, which it looks to me very much like where that lump is. Because if you don't, it packs this away and then can't understand what to do with it. So yeah, you've got to literally switch it on like that. So this is a really weird tool, but you can get him to do it, them to do it, as long as it is at my nearest waypoint will always work. Yeah, but right, basically, so now we've got to very quickly keep our eye on that, because it will fill very quickly. It really will. And we will pop across there and we will do the grass, trying our best to keep our eye on that. I do mean my best. So we're going to, yeah, it's only going to take not very long at all, really. But it's, yeah. Right, let's get cracking. Yeah, I'm going to say my words. This is going to be a bit of a beast, because it's going to be work. No, I was going to say, wasn't I? Yeah, I'm not going to go into a time lapse, not yet. No, I was going to say, yeah, Ohio. I'm waiting, and I'm trying to wait patient. I was going to do a session on Ohio at the beginning stage, and I thought, no, Marty's responded, but you've not given other people a time to voice their opinions. If I don't hear from anybody but Marty, it was my suggestion, then obviously I will, yeah, take it under advisement. But I would like to hear from anybody who feels strongly on the matter. Yeah, yeah, I don't know now then, I would imagine, no, let's do a little bit more. I love this. This is quite amazing. I nearly got this on Avon Valley, but I've not got the money. Yeah, Avon Valley is a start from scratch. I'm not sure whether to carry on with Purbeck or not. I'm again waiting for what you guys and gals say. I do like it. I've got to be honest. I don't know whether to do the Avon Valley as a wild card, as in like just a start from scratch. I mean, Purbeck is a start from scratch as well, although I've got to be honest, we have done very well. I mean, very well. Well, it was a bit of a, yeah, it's a hybrid. I think I said that on the very first, the rules of engagement. It isn't a true start from scratch, but it is a start from scratch in so much as, yeah, we mixed it up quite a lot. It was a bit of a hybrid. It was a start from scratch, but we got a lot of equipment that was given us, so therefore I'm classing that as a like a hybrid new farmer stroke, yeah, start from scratch. Now then, let's wait. Yeah, when these opposite me, I think we're gonna, I'm glad. Now if you remember, we did try this on the early days and it didn't have the ability to have grass. This was added later, and I do love the way that the game actually does that after the fact. Yeah, because we haven't made any changes. I'm not had to like swap the trailer. It just knows that now it can have grass. Because if you remember, this is why I bought this bit of a monster to begin with, was to do the grass. Whoa, right, okay, let's pop across the road and let's go grab that, because I think that's probably already full. Oh no, no, yeah, because it just disappears even if it is. Yep, you see, I don't know how long that has been like that. It could have been absolutely ages. Surely could. I don't think it was that long though. But yeah, I would say round one sort of set is probably about right. Now the other thing is as well, this is going to be getting very, very full, the Hessian, and it can only cope with 120 a day. So mind you now, yeah, let's think about it. The straw, we can do the other side. Mind you know, yeah, I suppose we could if we fill a couple of the large trailers, the 109 tonner there and this big 80 odd tonner to the left of us, and we've got the 70 tonner as well. If we could fill all that with straw, I think we could just about take it over to the other one, which does 250 tons. Let's have a quick look though, what is in here for now. Yeah, what is in here? Grass 170. Oh no, nothing special really. No, that's fantastic. Yeah, that is really not going to hurt at all. Yeah, I wish I could have the 70 tonner with this, but it starts to do funny things. It really, which is weird because I've used a 70 tonner with this before, but it does seem to do weird things. Let's not look at that because it does go funny. Yeah, the Avon Valley is it's a start from scratch, and it's the toughest challenge, toughest set of rules I've ever done, and it's also got hand attached by Wopster, and also only inside camera. So it is, and I am absolutely loving it. It is, so it is one of those that not everybody might like. It is one of those that, now then, yeah, let's unfold, because otherwise, and switch it on, and then we shall say nearest again. And have we lowered it? No, we haven't. Yeah, I'm getting into the hand attach. It has got quite a lot of rules. Oh, hang on a minute. Did that still have the minus 3.5? Yes, it did. Yeah, that's smashing. Right, let's get a bit more done across there. Yes, I've got hand attached by Wopster on, and it is obviously, it had a lot of fixes a few weeks back, and it really is. I think some of it was me. I'm shouting, sorry. I think some of it was me originally, because the one thing that I am getting into the habit of doing now that I wasn't quite so good was the lowering bit. Yeah, I mean, sometimes there are some exceptions to the rule, like rollers, which lowering is their natural working format, so they don't need lowering, whereas almost everything else, whether it be weights or whatever, have got to be lowered to actually attach all the wires and things. And I think that's what I may have been forgetting. It was glitchy as well. It wasn't all me. I'm not going to take up that entire blame. It was it has had fixes as well, so really it wasn't just me. But I think now it is fit for purpose and is very, very usable. That sounds a bit horrible. I don't mean that nasty. It was, yeah, it had flaws. It did, and Wops has fixed them. So, yeah, it is now. Yeah, it just requires a bit of patience, and I think it actually is so fantastic because it doesn't allow you the things in the game where you attach whatever to whatever. It won't allow you to do it if you've not got the wires attached. Some of the trailers are like dead weights. Well, they would be, but in the normal game, you just attach things, and it just lets you get away with it. So, right, smash in. So it is, yeah, I think it adds to the realism of it. It is amazing. The only inside camera is far more difficult. The thing that I find the hardest to do is using a front loader, because you can't see. You literally, there's a lot of, I think I said, yeah, in the last episode that, well, I haven't posted it yet, but yeah, that basically it's sort of like, almost like faith. Yeah, you sort of have to believe in a way that it, oh, yeah, let's pull out and let's pull back in. Now the only thing is, this thing is likely to clock the, I don't know, yeah, this might be right. Now then, let's go across the road, because I think that beast, did I look across the road as I was running there? No, I absolutely didn't. Now it's still going, but it will do, it'll go on forever and it'll waste the entire field's worth. Oh no, close though. Yeah, that's the only thing about this. I don't know if I've had a lot of stress with you having to like keep your eye on it all the time because of the waste in your product. And obviously, yeah, it is my hardest sort of thing to date. The most stringent set of rules, no bank loans. The only thing I've given myself is that I can do leasing, and I'm 2 years in, which on a single field let's play, like a survival challenge, seems a long time, and yet because you're only concentrating on one field, it doesn't take very long at all to get through a year, although there has been a lot of work done. Oh, just sitting there watching it full. That's the trouble with talking and like concentrating at the same time. But yeah, I don't want to keep time-lapsing all the time. It's a lot of time-lapsing on Avon Valley, because when I get into the work side of it, I suppose it's fairly balanced. There's always a chat at the beginning and always a chat at the end, explaining what hasn't happened and what our plans are and all that type of thing. So yeah, it's much of a muchness for all the others. But yeah, it is. I'm really enjoying it, but it is really, really tough. I have really set the bar high, higher than I've ever done before. Right, we need to shift that out of the way. Yeah, I've say no bank loans. I say it's ultimate realism. We've got obviously hand attach and only inside camera, so it's not for everyone. I realise that. As Milk That Hen said, you've got to give people a choice, and it's true. It's all posted on what its rules are. But I personally think it adds to it. I would, as I said a long time ago when Milk That Hen made his comment about that, and I do agree, you've got to give people a choice. You people have, ooh, that was a little bit too close. Yeah, I could do it on every Let's Play to add that level of realism. But the only thing I've got to say, obviously time lapses are a little bit funny. There are a couple of sessions where I've got a wait on the torpedo. That is our lead tractor. Yeah, I was using 2 farmers and I was managing quite well, except, let's not look because that's going to catch that, it always does every time. Yeah, I didn't have enough horsepower to do a couple of things, as you wouldn't if you've not got 150 horsepower tractor. You can't, even with small implements, you're going to run into trouble, especially if you're ploughing. I did do tiny ploughs to begin with, but it took so long. And also the farmers have got weird back 3-point links. Right, let's unfold you, ready for action. Yeah, so there's a lot of implements you can't use with it, which is such a shame, but it is true. Right, I would have obviously had it already unfolded. Right, now then, where did I get to? Yeah, so I only did that, as I said, because I couldn't really cope with. I mean, Silverrun. I'm not started Purbeck. I'm not starting Purbeck or whatever Avon Valley, or well, I've started Avon Valley, but what I mean is I'm not starting either until I've got Silverrun finished. I'm finishing the American map. That's what we want to. Yeah, and it is lowered. and we want nearest. Yeah, so this really is. I'm waiting to finish Silverrun, but I am running out of steam quite a bit. I don't know what it is. It's more of a mental or emotional or a mix of the two problem. It's nothing else, because as I've said so frequently, the size of things is that, I mean, I've worked really hard on the Avon Valley. I have. So I worked really hard on this. It's just, I don't know whether I said something on Calmlands, and it's true. Based upon the Mel Gibson film The Conspiracy Theory, he says it's where the music's playing, and you'd have to watch the film to understand what he's on about. But there's certain events in his life where emotionally he can't remember them because he's been reprogrammed by these government spooks, and he's programmed to sort of be an assassin, although he rebelled against his thing. But he's still a bit of a mess because of what they did to him. But yeah, when he says it's where the music's playing, it's an event in his life that it's sparking memories of his real life. And it's, yeah, this is, I mean, it's slightly different in so much as, yeah, I can cope with, I mean, Calmlands I could, but then I said I was going to just do Silverrun, and I tried, and I thought I can't face it at this very minute. So I did one in the middle of the week, and I just couldn't do any more. So I thought, well, you've been sort of saying you want to do Avon Valley or this start from scratch. I didn't decide what map it was, but I've always wanted to go on Avon Valley. I love it. It's another Mississippi and Vulcan 95, I think, or was it 98? I think it's 95. Map, dual one, and it is a fantastic little map. A bit no man landish, a bit like Calmlands really, but in England, Avon Valley, hence Avon Valley, yes. And I've done it the most stringent that I have done any Let's Play ever. Yeah, the rules are really, and of course I've added the ultimate realism thing as well. So I've done an awful lot of work myself, but I have got workers. I've allowed that, but I could have done it all on myself. The only thing I probably would have really hated was the ploughing with a 1.2 metre plough. I had two workers doing that. And yeah, because that I would have struggled with. It is, right, I think we're about, yeah, it seems to be around and then it's full. I would say that is about right. And it's times like this that you wish you could put 3 times speed on, which of course I can, but yeah, I'm trying to be good now. Yeah, I would say, now look this time, is it full? No, smashing, let's wait there. But this time, let's pay attention to the numbers. not let it, you know, like waste a bit. We're doing well. I reckon 1 or 2 more of these and we'll be about right. We'll probably have a little bit of clean up, but yeah, so I'm on Silverrun today. Right, do you know something? I think we'll just, for a minute, we're going to take over. Oh. I obviously pressed the wrong button, and you are probably going, right, let's do that little bit over there, and let's lift for a second. Yes, I'm posting, I think I'm on episode 8, and they are long ones. Yeah, I've done them as I like to do, which is an event, you know, as in like we are doing a field and all of the prep on it, or we're going through the winter. All that type of stuff is the way that I've handled it. So some of them are 1.5-hour sessions, including time lapses. Yeah, there's one short one, I think that's 30 odd minutes long. We had problems. I have sorted out another thing. The mod clashes we've been having with animal pens, I've sorted out. It's mainly the challenge mode mod. So I have removed it because I've never used it. I've always set my own challenges really, but yeah, it was good. The idea was good, and it is good, but it is stopping me placing animals. Again, I'm not blaming the challenge mode mod. It's a mod clash, so it could be the challenge mode, or it could be that one of my favourite mods doesn't like the challenge mode mod. So therefore, yeah, you've got to make a choice. And being as I've never used the challenge mode mod, and have managed quite nicely without it, I think, well, yeah, I'm alright. So yes, we're going to get this done today, and the grass fields. And yeah, I just thought I'd chat for a few minutes just to let you know the state of play. I am going to be doing Agres Balcones. I didn't do that either because I thought it was unfair, because I'd said about Silverrun, getting Silverrun finished. But I will be doing a normal. Yeah, I always like to do at least one session a week of all of them, at least. I mean, normally I will probably churn out 2 or 3 of each Let's Play, but yeah, this, whatever this burnout or emotional, as I said, I do think it was Riverside that tipped me over the edge. I'd had so many problems with that at the end that it was, and it was big, it was absolutely humongous. I think I did too much, and then I'd still tried to carry on as normally with Agres and all the rest. And of course, I've got issues on every single Let's Play. Map issues, animal issues where I couldn't do this, where it was stopping. Agres had issues with things, and it wasn't just the challenge mode, that was other things. I sorted that one out. Yeah, it was just going from problem to problem, and it was really, really, as these things do, it got on my nerves. Yeah, and as I said on Avon Valley, you haven't got a gauge that you can look into with things like mental and emotional health. It's just, I was going, no, in my heart, my emotional, mental well-being was going, no, I can't face Silverrun. So I listened. Yeah, I just thought, no, it's right now then, which is the, so stop is on that one. So that means, is that one there part of the... Now then, yeah, this one here is... I'm trying to read. The minimap is so useful for this. Again, another reason with using Courseplay, why the minimap is so useful. I think this is right. Oh, hang on, is this the stop? That is true. I think... Yeah, well, we'll type... Oh, no, down. Yeah, I think it goes across here roughly, and we should be. Well, we've actually done some of this. So if we're on the line now. If we go nearest, it should. I don't mind if it does miss a little, because it's going to catch up in time. But it's closest to the row that it should have been on. Yeah, so yeah, I listened. Yeah, your mental and emotional well-being is important. So I couldn't face the things that I was normally doing. Yeah, Agres I could have done actually, but I didn't. I'd already said I was going to do Silverrun, so I thought, well, I'm not going to break my word, or I'm just a liar. So I just left all of those alone and just cracked on. First of all on Green Hills, and that was more for a release. I wasn't going to, but as is my want, I did put the cameras on. And I was, in a way, emotionally, it was a bit of, I couldn't, I was still talking, and obviously, and creating the content, but I was struggling. So it was more, I was just going to do it, and then I thought, no, I'm going to post it. I've done this, and I've done the recordings just like I normally would have done, and it's legible, and it's not bad or anything like that. So just post it. Once I was getting over the little wobble, I'll call it a wobble, like that's probably the easiest. I know Daggerwin's done the same, and he's just had like time off, but I worked through it, but only by not going on the things that I think were part of the crisis. Yeah, all of the big Let's Plays, Silverrun, it gets to a certain thing, and it's your mind's telling you, I can't manage, it's too big, and you like go, no, we're gonna crack on, we're gonna sort this out, and your mind's going, no, and you're ignoring it because yeah, that's just, you don't want to let people down and all the rest of it. But yeah, I did listen. And obviously I still have done content, but just not my normal. I've sort of fell off the face of the earth for the normal Let's Plays. Sort of. I mean, I did do an Agres, yeah, and I did do a Silverrun. So I mean, I always said I'd try to release at least one a week, and I did. So yeah. Oh no, I did one that on. So I still kept my word, but not how I normally would have done. I would have probably churned out quite a few normally. So yeah, just not my normal. Right, now then I should imagine we're nearly done, I think, on this field. Actually, I think we've got one more set, which is quite good because we are nearly full. In fact, I think this will be, yeah, we'll leave that line and we'll go and investigate. Grab that little bit there, stick that in, and we're going to go and charge over there, because I think, well, I don't know, it might not, may well have caught up with where they should, yeah, where they should be, and maybe filled as well. This is a monstrous, really is huge. Yeah, so Green Hills Estate that I did sort of do was more for mental well-being on a brand new thing. It was a start from scratch, and it was only when I was halfway through Green Hills that I thought, do you know, I would really like to do a start from scratch that is tougher. And I thought, well, I've already set the rules for Green Hills, and it really was just a release valve, really, a safety valve, and I've done it, and it served its purpose. So I'm just going to call that as a minute. It is a lovely map, though. I've got to be honest, I really did enjoy it. But again, and very no man's landish, very sort of simple. Oh wow! So actually, it's only just managed to catch up. So do you know something? We're going to do this ourselves. We are. Right, let's crack on. Yeah, anyway, I think I've about explains. Yeah, I have. So apologies for the length of time for the normal Let's Plays for those who, you know, do watch like a specific Let's Play and just watch that one. But yeah, just a bit of an explanation on. Yeah, it was just, I think it was burnout in a way. And I'm not, you don't just get over that. Yeah, it's I'm tentatively coming on here now, and I'm coping with it nicely. Yeah, again, it's not really isn't that. It's just that facing it. I couldn't face it, whereas I am quite in my element again now. Business as usual, but yeah, wobbles like that, you don't just like get over them. No, they're usually indicative of something a little bit more deeper that you're not always aware of. So yeah, I'm playing it easy. Yeah. And as I said on that little tiny thing with Ohio Richlands, yeah, I think Rogue River Valley, I think I'm going to class that as a mini Let's Play, because it was a bit special in so much as we were millionaires after the third or fourth thing. Now, it is, don't get me wrong, I love it, but it is, I think I'm happy to rest it where it is and to go on to a more traditional map. And that's not me saying I did enjoy it, but it's just the fact that I like it to be a more gradual build up of our funds. I really do. We showed off the map, we did it sort of proud and justice, and there's also, yeah, there's a map update as well, which means we'd have to do lots and lots of work. Not that I'm afraid of that, but yeah, Marty's asked for Ohio Richlands. I do like the look of it, and it is based upon a real place in America. It does give us that opportunity to go big as well. So Marty's asked for a new farmer start, and I'm asking for your opinion, what you all think. Obviously Marty asked, but it's not. Yeah, I will go with the. I don't mind what start it is, whether it's new farmer or whether it's farm manager. Yeah, I'm even up for that. I think I could. Yeah, I think the very first time on Stone Valley, it was a bit of a tough one, because again, it's yeah, out of my. But I mean, that new farmer, I'm getting quite used to new farmer starts now. It's just as much of a challenge, because you've only got 100 grand at the beginning. No matter how good your equipment is, there's always going to be stuff that's missing. So yeah, you're going to need more equipment, and you've only got 100,000. You've got a cracking farm usually. You've often got good equipment. But yeah, you need seed money, and there's the odd piece of equipment that you're going to need, and it's all expensive equipment. So right, now then. Yeah, that's how we'll be doing. Oh, 2 more strips. Very, very close. So this is nearly 2 fields done. I think we're going to go with the other one. That one done half-owed some grass. And I've had no trouble with it. Would have been a solid axle as well. I mean, this one's good and it's a swivel, but it's, yeah, obviously it's a lot smaller. I think, well, we won't need so many run backs to the big Matana place. So yeah, just that is pretty much it, really. Yeah, yeah, I think it was. So I know Daggerwin said, I remember watching one of his episodes, and I didn't really understand it at that particular time, although now I totally understand it. Yeah, it still has an impact. This is real work, even if it's virtual real work. It still has a mental and an emotional thing. And then, of course, like I said on Avon Valley, you've got your normal life pressures, your work life pressures, all of those type of things. And as I said, there is no gauge to tell you what is happening. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I think I'm getting there. I do, and I'm listening to myself. If I'm struggling, I'm going to go on Avon Valley, and I'll knock a few episodes out, or Ohio Richlands. Again, it's not about the size of the fields or the map, because on something like Ohio Richlands, I may well be using Courseplay quite a bit to do things. So it's not all me. You couldn't possibly have. I mean, you are the manager. You are managing the equipment and the workers, because they're an unruly lot, as we all know. Right, I think. Oh no, we have got 2 across there. Let's finish that off. Yeah, we will do that, and then we'll finish this 1 row of grass, and then we're going to move across with the other one to the other grass field, and that is it. Yeah, and there'll be a lot of chattering that's gone on. The other question I was going to say was, now a lot of people have already done the roller coaster. Now I promised that I would do that, and I will uphold that promise. I really will. But I'm asking, does anybody really care? What I'm trying to say is, I was doing it because everyone else did it, but really, does anybody else want to see it? If they do, then I will crack on with it. Otherwise, I'm just going to run Silverrun if no one says that they want to see it, because there are lots of videos of the. I mean, I would have liked to see it, and I may well look at one of the videos myself. But if anybody wants me to do it, I will do it. Yeah, because I've promised I would, and I will withhold that unless nobody's bothered. There's no point in me taking 3 or 4 long monster sessions to do something that really nobody's, everyone's already seen, or they're not really bothered about. So if you feel strongly about it, if even one of you feels strongly about it, please leave me a comment about that, and I will gladly do the boat and or even one, or if you feel strong about one or not the other, then just please leave me a comment. You don't have to say a lot, because I know myself how nerve-wracking it can be making a comment. Yeah, it took me a long time to comment, and I've watched Mr. CLP for many years. In fact, I was a content creator when I actually made a comment on his channel. So yeah, I didn't do it when I was just a viewer. It took you a bit more confidence. And yeah, I'm shy as well, like probably many of you are naturally, hence the fact that I didn't make a comment either. So I know it is tough, but yeah, if you do feel strongly about it, I would really like to hear from you, so that I do follow through. I don't want to be a liar. If you'll let me off, then I'll take it, but if you won't, I would gladly crack on. But it's one of those things where you're trying to gauge, is anybody bothered really about that particular aspect? Or, I mean, Silverrun, this is probably actually one of the longest running Let's Plays, because we did all the woodwork. All the woodwork, it sounds so funny when you say that. Yeah, all of the trees first, we created those, and that took an age, and then there was and obviously this is amidst all the Let's Plays as well. So we're on episode 55, 56 now, which I think that is. Now, we have had other Let's Plays. I think Rhombos was a monster, because some of them episodes of Rhombos were like, 1 month on Rhombos could last for ages, 3 or 4 play sessions, because it was so big, the fields were so massive. So yeah, it's not right. Anyway, yeah, let's get this done, and then I'm going to pop across the road. I'm going to get that one done, and then we are done for the month of July. Oh, I'm on the right one, even though it let me get away with it. Last strip on this field. Yeah, so a mixture of questions there, but yeah, if you really feel strongly about then please let me know, and I really will. I will crack on and do it. It's just that obviously if nobody is bothered, then what I'll do is I should just do the Let's Play itself. I think we'll take this across the road. I think I'm quite happy. We'll get that off there, and we'll run this across to the other one. Yeah, there's only a few little bits. I even did quite a lot of the cleanup on that. So that's the straw gone on that one, the grass gone on that one, and hopefully in a minute, well, not 1 minute, but yeah, soon we'll get the grass done over there, and we'll get our businesses churning, and we will carry on through the months. Yeah. I mean, that's the other thing. Obviously, it does take a while now, the startup, and it was the same on... 1 second. Let's concentrate on this 1 minute. on Riverside. It really was. The morning ritual took so long on both this and no, actually this one is strange enough. Although we have got more animals, Riverside was more strewn out. The sheep and the cows on this one are quite close, sort of thing, and one leads to another, and the businesses are quite close, which does lead to what I always have said about Let's Plays: location, location, location. It really does make a difference if your map's not strewn out. If everything's close together or fairly concentrated, it really makes a massive difference to what goes on. Right, I love this. This is so good at picking grass up. Yeah, it really is massive on these massive windrows. Still a little bit like I think it's slightly better than the old one in FS19 that the snowblower. It really is, I think, because that had a very slow start. As you got into the thing, it would miss a little bit to begin with, or you'd have to stop like this, let it get some pickup power, and then it would then you could travel at full speed. And this is very similar to that, although I think this does have a speed limit. But yeah, this seems to pick up almost instantly quickly. There's a very, very brief pause, and it's got quite a wide pickup as well, so I like this. Just it's not work friendly. Yes, and that is annoying me. Yeah, we got dragged, and I'm going to drag it as well now, aren't I? I'm going to run over it. Right, we're nearly full, and we made a right hash of that as well. I missed quite a lot of that. At least this cuts itself off, and I do like that. Yeah, when you get to the end, you literally are at the end, and it switches off when I say switches off, it no longer picks up. That's the only thing with the Pepe one, is it carries on and it sucks it into some place, and it can waste your straw, and it adds that extra pressure, but it is a cracking mod. It's one of those mods that I'm not going to get rid of. I'm aware of its flaws, and I'm willing to work with them. Yeah, unlike the Fiat, which I'm not sure if that's Pepe mod, but yeah, I have got rid of that because it did some strange things. It kept stopping when you let go of certain implements, like it would go at a 25th of a mile of an hour. You could see it creeping along, but you'd put the accelerator on and it wouldn't do anything. So yeah, I couldn't put up with that anymore. I remember it was saying on FS19, I had 2 Fiats on one of the German maps. I wasn't content great at the time, but yeah. Let's change to that. And again, I got 2 Fiats, and they did the same, or usually with a liquid tanker, and you'd got to get out of the game and load not just the save. You'd actually got to stop Farming Simulator, go out and come back in to actually get it to work again. And as soon as you picked up the liquid tanker, it would do it again. And of course you needed it. You needed the liquid tanker to actually do your liquids, obviously. So yeah, it made them unusable. I'd got to swap them out, and yeah, it was terrible. It really was. That done half go high. Look at the jack on that. Tremendous. Yeah. Oh, I've also got that enjoying the Massey Ferguson little tiny harvester, the 20 grand one. I was saying I really did like it for a starting harvester. It's got everything is perfect about it for a starting harvester. It's obviously got a small tank size, which you'd expect. Yeah, that's normal for a starting harvester. But its unload speed is absolutely amazing. I don't mean it's not like the TARDIS, where it's like almost ejects all of its contents in a second. But it is nice. A lot of the starting harvesters trundle along at 2 miles an hour. It takes forever to, get all of your thing into the thing. Its pipe's about as long as you'd expect it to be. Yeah, nothing special in that. But it is really quite amazing. Yeah, I couldn't fault it on a single thing. I absolutely loved it. I'm using the 20 grand one. The header's, it's a 5 metre header, 4.5 tonne thing, as you'd expect, not very big for a starting harvester, but it's a 5 metre header. Not seen it struggle on anything. It self unloads quite well. I mean, we've got the H2 Studios tiny it didn't like that very much because it's too small, really. It was just, I've not used it as a, again, everything's small and the money was tight on Avon Valley, so yeah, literally I was using that, and it's a very cheap 5,000 I think for the, it's an 8-ton one. So I was using that, but yeah, self-unload didn't like that. It did try, yeah, the harvester was coming up to it and doing what it could do, but it was struggling, it was knocking it about a bit because it's so tiny. So yeah, I've got a TARDIS now, but a 20-ton one, standard TARDIS, yes. Do love it. I do love its unload rate though, yeah, because that is amazing. Obviously built for the fact that it can be unreal, but it is amazing, it truly is. Anyway, I bench your ears for quite a lot today. I was going to go into a time lapse, but you know, I've had that many time lapses. Right, let's. Ooh, there's quite a lot of clean up on this. Yeah, I did all the mowing, didn't I? Where I actually did it all. We'll clean it all up. We will. Yeah, I've been wanting to sort of do this because I was. Yeah, it's just those feelings you get. Sometimes you think, oh, I can't face that. There's just so much to do, but really, it isn't. And as I've said, it's just as hard on Avon Valley. Yes, some of the things, but it is. I think it's the newness sometimes. It's unknown. This is known, and that should be better because I mean the equipment on this is phenomenal. It really is. I don't know what it is, but as I say, I don't understand burnouts. I don't understand emotional, how, you know, your mind does these things. I just know that it does, and I don't understand the human psyche at all. No, it's well too complex. Yeah, you just have to deal with it. That's all. Smashing. Well, we've got to be. Oh yeah, we've got to be careful here because it's going to try and spit out that. Or pick that up. I don't know if it would, but yeah, and then I don't know what it'll do because that's the only thing about FS22 is that have you picked something up? No, you haven't. I thought I'd picked up a bit of fertilizer or something then. Yeah, it is. It's just dealing with it. So I'm hoping everything is business as usual. I'm looking forward to getting an agris because I've sorted all the problems out. I think it was that, you know, sometimes you can just have too much of this just problem, and Riverside was massive. And even that, the last few sessions, they really were quite monstrous. Not the corn. I enjoyed getting the corn in, although, yeah, but there were lots of hidden problems that were literally... Yeah, even the last episode, real things that you just wouldn't expect to go wrong went wrong, and it's just, yeah, everyone's got a breaking point, and I reached mine. I didn't break, but I did. I sort of did. Yeah, you sort of have a little bit of a wobble, and like I just couldn't cope with the normal Let's Plays. Yeah, so I'm getting back. I mean, when I say that, I have done, as I said, the odd episode. I did one on Agres. In fact, I did two. I did the. Grabbed and yeah, and that had problems as well. So it was that. It's not just one thing. It had literally every single Let's Play had problems, whether it would be map updates or things like that. And I just, yeah, I'd had enough. So, and that's the thing. When you go into a new map, I enjoyed Calmlands, and again, I don't know whether I'm going to continue on that or not. Again, if I did get comments. Oh, I'm full. That's why it's not picking up. Yeah, I did get comments about that. That you know you would enjoy to see Calmlands. So I've done a few Calmlands. Again, I had problems with the animals, but I sorted that out. So yeah, again, it was just a matter of trying to leave everything behind, as you do sometimes, almost like an escape plan. I'm sure that's how it worked. So it was everything, and also when you say you're not going to go to Calmlands and all the rest of it, and then you do. Then, well, you've really lied. Whereas if you go on Avon Valley that you never weren't on anyway, or Green Hills Estate, then you never promised. You're not really breaking your word. You're just sort of escaping for a little bit. That's how I looked at it. But yeah, Green Hills Estate. I think I've gone. Thoroughly enjoyed the map, and it's nothing. I'm just going to call that like a mini-series, as I've done with lots of the others, where I've just done 6 or 7 episodes. St. Cally, likewise, I'm happy to leave that where it was. Don't mean I'll never do an episode on it. I've got the save still. Although, every time I say that, I mean it with the best possible intention, but I have never gone back. I mean, there's a couple of maps that I've tried. Adelshoven is one of those maps. The map that got away. It's one of those maps that didn't seem to have a lot of interest, but some Let's Plays don't initially, and I was looking at the figures way too quickly. And when I went back to Adelshoven, actually there were quite a lot of people that did view it, so I thought, oh, and I'd left it alone and I'd gone on to another map and all the rest of it. So yeah, sometimes I don't know what happened as well with the straw on this, as I said in the last episode, because I never switch straw off. I never do. And it obviously didn't, it was like it was just eradicating the straw. Now, I never changed anything, and yet when I went across to the other side, it's, without me mucking around with enable straw or anything, it was enabled again. So I have no idea why the game did what it did and there's no straw in these two fields. I mean, don't get me wrong, it saved me a bit of work, but I mean, our business relies on that. So yeah. So yeah, I really don't know what happened with that, why that did what it did. I did like the pretty pattern though. I thought that's quite amazing. Yeah, if you look the aerial view, I did that on purpose just to sort of show you. I was quite impressed. I think it looked almost crop circly. It was very, very pretty. So yes, I just had to do that on the episode just to show you, because I thought I could see it from out of the corner of my eye. I thought that looks quite pretty. You're just going to have a bit of an aerial shot on that one. Wow, there's quite a lot of stuff. Yeah, there is. I mean, there's a lot of catching up to do on this. There really is. I mean, there's months to go as well. I mean, we're not leaving this Let's Play any earlier than the others. But I do await your comments to whether or not you feel strongly about that, and I will do it. I'm not asking for get out of card free. If people feel strongly about it, I will do it. It's just I've made that promise, and I will keep it. Only if people are really interested in seeing it. If you've all seen it on Farmer Cop or, you know, Mr. Sealy P already, then yeah, I'm happy not to do that. I will watch somebody else's video if I'm honest about it. I'm just interested in seeing it. I've seen part of it on Farmer Cop, who I actually looked at initially to get the information about, yeah, about the and then obviously realised, he did say it on his video, that you can actually just go to the spot and it'll tell you how much you need, and it's very true, it does. It's not really that much of a secret. I didn't realise that at the time. So yes, I am hoping now that we are back to normal-ish, but yeah, may have a wobble. You don't, as I said, you don't just, I know I'm going around in circles a bit and I do apologise, but yeah, I just like to explain fully, that's all. I love this. That is a real massive windrow, and it manages that so well once it's up to speed. But as I said, when I say that, it actually doesn't seem to need to get up to speed like the old snowblower did. That really did. You had to be sort of go slow to begin with to allow it to pick up, and then once it had started to pick up, it was phenomenal. But it was that initial, just, you know, getting a bit of speed up that it needed. And once you'd got that going, it was amazing. It could literally run it for the full speed of the thing, which is obviously, I mean, I loved it. It is, Snowblower was an amazing bit of kit on FS19. This I think is probably the closest to, and in some ways is slightly better. The Snowblower, though, of course, was worker friendly, and this isn't. So yeah, I've got to give the Snowblower that one over this one, unless I haven't tried it for a while. We could try it again, because it may have been fixed. But I think it even said actually on the mod hub that it wasn't worker friendly. I'm sure it did. So that sounded very much like to me like the modder really wasn't interested in making it worker friendly either, which is a shame, because as I say, obviously it's far more expensive than the Snowblower, far more expensive. It's natural. We got this on a sale, and also on Avon Valley it was on a sale of 20 odd grand, so that I would easily pay 20, 25, 30,000 for it, but I think it's about 70 grand. It's just a little bit pricey. Yeah, I can get the Pepe one that will do the same thing for an awful lot less, and I think that's about right, you know, the price for that. But again, it's when you consider there's a lot of things here. Forage wagons, which it is really a forage wagon, really, I suppose it's about on par with that, and you can also use your own thing. So again, it's one of those things I might have to alter my opinion on, because it's just, yeah, I'm expecting things start from scratch. You often want things for very cheap prices. It just goes with the territory a little bit. Yeah, you're wanting cheap mods and all the rest of it, because often when you do a start from scratch, yeah, you're not going to get the best equipment, and sometimes it always makes that sound like your cheap equipment's rubbish, and it's not that. Just like anything, there is growth. You will often put up with, because you've got no choice, some little tiny windrower that you wouldn't consider had you got $1 million in the bank. So it's not me having a go. There is a if your fields were small, then 6.5 metre, my favourite, the little tiny one that's like 1002 or whatever, is absolutely phenomenal. It really is. So I'm not having a go at it as well. That has been my go-to for almost any start from scratch where I've got very limited funds. But it is a stopgap. Does come a time when, if you can afford a 12.5 metre or a 13.8 or a 17 metre, yeah, when money is no object, at that point it is far more convenient to have a bigger one. So it's less work, isn't it? Or you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm not really sort of slating the there we go. Job is a good one. Amazing. So then we have, let's have a look at our, and crop rotation. On Avon Valley, I've used that quite a lot. Now this is quite amazing, because it doesn't work as I was always taught. You weren't supposed to follow a cereal crop with another cereal crop, but that allows you to like follow oats with wheat and things like that. So I'm a little bit unsure, but I'm following the crop rotation the rotation planner, because I'll show you. If I go oats, of course I'm going the total wrong way. That's a cereal crop. If I go in corn, is not. Sunflowers, which is a totally separate crop, is for some reason not nice. But if I go follow oats with wheat, I almost get top bonus with it. And barley, they're all the cereal crops, and I get less of a one for a legume, which is a totally different type of thing. So I don't really get it. I'll follow it clearly, and it makes things far less hard, because all you're going to do is follow that. But anyway, that is the session done. We got through it all right. We did. All we've got left to do is our sugar cane and our massive field of sunflowers, which is very, very late in the year. And at that point, when we've done all of that we've got to do and got rid of all of our products and all the rest of it, now we have got quite a lot of products sitting outside our, I'm going to do this, I wouldn't normally do this, but I'm just so as you can see what I'm on about. I think most of our things are over there. Yes, if we visit this, there is stuff outside them which needs pushing. On most of them I've got like things, crates full of stuff. Not on this one I haven't. Okay, so I'm not actually spawning. I think it's this one, the furniture factory. Yeah, here we go. We've got crates and crates of stuff. So of course it's not able to like get stuff out. So I mean, whether we need this or whether we don't, we've got to shift it out of the way. So that I would think that's something we've got to do. Let's have a look. No, vintage clothes. No, is it that one? Shingles. That's the other one that is ours. Have we got this churning stuff out? I think we did something with them. I think we did actually. Yeah, we did buy the shingles. I'm sure we did. No, we didn't. Well, we do need to, I think. If I'm honest, I'm sure we do. But there are some of these factories that we do own that have got the stuff outside that we need to shift out of the way, because it's causing a bit of a roadblock. I did actually look at this a couple of sessions ago and had a bit of a word about it, as I finally grasped on where this sort of like hold up was. So there we go. But for this session, that is all I'm going to say. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for sticking around. I do apologise for the length of time, and hopefully will be almost business back to usual. But as I say, I'd love to hear from you about Ohio Richlands, as to whether, as I said, I am happy to park Rogue River Valley. I like where we got to. And you don't ever finish a Let's Play. You can slink off into the sunset and leave the farm in that state of, or you can visit it later. Although, as I said, I've said that a few times, I know I've never ever been back when I've left. We've always gone on something else. But that doesn't mean to say we can't. Yeah, and it doesn't mean to say we have to leave if everyone felt strongly about me staying a bit longer. But yeah, it is a strange one, very unique. It is. I've got to be honest. I did thoroughly enjoy it. It was a very much a break from the norm, but obviously we earned a fortune very quickly, which then means you can have whatever you like. You can buy off the map. You can buy lots of equipment and all the rest of it. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Love to hear from you all, and goodbye for now.